The accompanying video is pretty funny because the visuals are pretty great. It's a pair of identical twin sisters who are reporting to a local news station in Queensland, Australia.
Okay, so I'm assuming these are blondes?
They're blondes?
I'm just going to, because what I would like to is act it out live, you and I, during the next commercial break on the YouTube channel, if we can pull that off. I've got some costuming available from down in wardrobe.
I am absolutely happy to try that with you if you want to.
Now we'll look forward to doing that.
I don't know how your hair is going to look in a side pony, but we might give it a try.
I've got to wait for that.
All right.
I've got to wait for everything.
They're also wearing identical, what would you call these, Laura? Are these nursing scrubs? Is that what that looks like?
Yeah, they do kind of look like scrubs, huh?
I think it's a nursing scrub
Again,
outfit.
not a problem. KIRO's wardrobe department will be able to cover that for us.
You and I actually just kind of dressed alike today.
Yeah, we did. I'll put my KIRO jumper back on and we'll call it good.
There you go. We can cut the sleeves off, both of them. Yes, so these two, they're talking to a Queensland reporter, and they're kind of finishing each other's sentences in a way that really only happens when you're twins.
Yeah.
We posted this on the Jake and Spike X page. We can post a link there. And we're not trying to send you all these different places. We do apologize for it, but check it out if you want to. You can also just find it on the internet, or you can just listen to us talk about it, and that should be good enough. So, Spike, I'm going to play you this audio now. I will play you the audio.
Okay.
These twin sisters, here we go. They were talking about how their mother and a man raced to help when a carjacked SUV rolled over. And this is on Steve Irwin Way. This is clearly a very Australia story. Check it out.
Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run, he's got a gun." And
I got to pause it real fast. It's truly bizarre to watch. And at first, I was talking about this with somebody else in the newsroom. One guy's from the sports side. He saw me telling Laura about the video, and he goes, "Do you think there's a chance that that's AI?" And I was like, I don't think it's AI. But that is another thing. In today's day and age, you do have to question whether or not something's real. But I think this looks very real.
Oh, our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?"
Because he had all blood
all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help."
And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush
behind the fence.
What is happening? This is not like back audio playing twice. This is two grown women who are identical twins who apparently share a brain.
Half each. Do you remember the Saturday Night Live bit that had Fred Armisen and Kristen Wiig, who they would do a weekend update bit where he would talk and she would try to say exactly what he said as he said it, unscripted in real time?
No.
Look for that, because it's genius comedy, but it is exactly what these two are doing, and they're doing it. That's real.
That's real.
These two that's how they were raised.
Can you imagine living an entire life like this? Obviously these girls have a mom, and their mom
has been subjected to this.
Has been listening to this.
That's exactly
for their entire life.
And the moment they open their mouths, that's all they did. Said the same thing at the same time.
I go to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there and we were past our driveway.
I mean, I don't know. Is there there's a dominant one, and she's the one who's leading most of the conversation. The other one's just kind of like swimming in her wake.
Little parrot, yeah, you bet.
What a bizarre.
If your child suffers from dual brain syndrome, reach out today to the Australian Ministry of Mental Health.
I was going to try to join it, but I can't.
You guys should do this.
We're not twins, so I can't do it.
Who would be the alpha?
Oh, you are. Clearly, you do it, and I'll try.
No, you've got a better accent than you did. And I think if you and I both try to talk at the same time, we're not going to be able to do it.
But eventually, one of us will
start to say,
it's very tough to do. This poor mother. A lifetime of this.
A lifetime.
These girls make it look easy. You guys made it look very hard.
They're naturals. They're not. No one's good enough to fake this.
What's the best? Well, let me play the rest of this audio. And I'm going to ask you you do good accents. I want to hear more of your accents.
Yeah. You don't think of
all of that at the time. No, you just run for your safety.
And much like a surgeon who has to separate Siamese twins, could they survive if they were separated?
Ooh.
Could the second one function in society?
You know, to be fair,
without the guideline of her older siblings?
I'm only seeing.
I'd watch that show.
Laura, you watched this video, right? We only see them from the waist up. We don't know that they're not Siamese twins.
That's true. Where could they be connected?
Are they connected? Where are they connected? That's the question.
Usually it's kind of like a one body, two head situation.
Yeah, right.
But these two could
they share a lower intestine. She's non-dairy. I am. It's very difficult.
Is this your best accent? Is Australian your best accent?
Know.
What's your best accent? If you had to, let's say that you're stuck in a uncomfortable conversation. And
I pretended I was French one day for an entire day at Disney World.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It wasn't Disneyland France, was it? That would be.
It was Epcot. Yeah.
Bold mistake.
Yeah, it was Epcot.
No, I said Disneyland France.
No. Epcot in Florida. When I told you I used to drink all around the world, they didn't know.
They're not going to know.
They're Floridians. They're so easily fooled as a group.
And like you said, they're probably drunk, just like you were.
Sure. Yeah, it's very true. I don't know. I could toy.
What's your Parisian accent?
I'm not.
Give us a little taste.
It's don't know. It's horrible. Oh, it's not very good. It's not.
I'd buy it. That sounds pretty good.
And we could take a trip to Australia. See?
Australia?
Right. Go to Ireland. Let's play a little bit of. Go to the west coast of Ireland. Speak Gaelic for a bit.
Your Irish, I think, is your strongest.
Yeah,
because you have a Guinness shirt on.
I do. That kind of helps paint the picture.
It completes
it. It really does. Remember when we got that memo about not doing accents on air? Did you read that, by the way?
What?
It's been a while that we're not supposed to do accents on air.
Why?
I don't know. I think that it seems diminishing or
demeaning.
Demeaning, yeah, that's the word.
No,
English is my worst accent, by the way.
I don't think you're demeaning these other countries.
I would hope not. I mean that in the most flattering sense. You know,
imitation is the most. What do they say about that?
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah.
You bet. Yeah.
That's right.
Crikey.
I'm trying to be very flattering to Australia.
We didn't make a single joke about, Steve Irwin Way. We didn't make a single joke. In complete reverence and respect to the late Steve Irwin.
And we wouldn't.
We wouldn't do that. We feel for this mom. We have sympathy for this mom.
Yeah.
Who's had to endure dual speak syndrome.
If these girls spoke in English or Australian, it wouldn't matter. It's just the fact that they have
find it disturbing.
It would be annoying in any language.
Debilitating.
It's especially annoying in Australian, though. Which is just English. It's still English, actually.
Yeah,
now that I mention it.
Technically, it's English, sure.
Technically, it's still English.